do what is called. Keep coming back again and again and again. Get up dressed every day. Take life on. Taking life by the collar.
During that whole year, all what I was thinking about is my American dream. That what kept my drive, what kept me motivated. I wanted to reach my goal, and I would do anything and everything to reach it.
If you can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen.
Believe it or not, when I got back to Lebanon, I was unemployed for 4 months. I couldn't find a job. And then I found a job in one of the hospitals. The people at the hospital are amazing. They have a very good team. I like them, I love them. They're my friends now. So no action was happening in my life. The job was stagnant. I mean, no action in that hospital I used to work in. I didn't learn anything during that whole year. So Avant put me in an interview with one of the top 100 hospitals in the United States. And that was like a huge pressure and responsibility on me, but you know, I was up to it. I took the interview. I was interviewed for a senior position, which is the oncology triage nurse. It's an outpatient clinic in this massive cancer center where you work off the phone and you triage patients. So let us say an oncology patient who received chemotherapy like a week back, and now he's experiencing side effects and he doesn't know what to do. Like, he didn't really understand his discharge instruction. He calls the center, so I pick up the phone, I talk to him, figure out what's happening with him, go into his medical records and check what medication he received, what cycle he's in, what's the disease, and you know, all that good stuff. If it's within my job description, I would assist him. If it needs a higher level of care, I will hang up with him, go back to the physician, get the orders, get back to the patient, and just do nursing education and whatever education he needs. So let us say another patient calls and he's having surgery tomorrow and he's anxious and he doesn't know what to do, how to prepare for the surgery. So I talk to him about his pre-op preparation, pre-op education, if there are certain medication he has to stop, make sure that he stopped them, like aspirin, Plavix, whatsoever, to stay NPO, you know, the whole nursing education. And you just work on his anxiety and fears, you know, just to relieve his anxiety and fears for the next day to come in and do the surgery. So basically that's what I do. I report directly to the physician. I work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and that's a total of 40 hours per week. So I want to talk about what qualified me to this job. Well, apart from my skills in showcasing my resume, which I'm really good at that, I am a member in the editorial board of the Oncology Nursing Certification Corporation, and I got this job back in July 2015. I'm a member in the Oncology Nursing Society. I'm a pediatric hematology oncology certified nurse, and I've been a certified nurse for 5 years. I have 10 years of experience, 8 of them in oncology. So let me tell you how I got the job at the ONCC. Well, this one day, as I usually do, I surf certain websites, and the APON is one of them. Another website is the ONCC. So as I was looking through the ONCC website, there was a vacant position in the editorial board of the ONCC newsletter, and they were asking for certified pediatric hematology oncology nurses. So as I was reading the requirements, I thought that job was meant for me. So I fit every single requirement they're asking for. So what I did is I applied for the job and I attached every single evidence I could find, like my ONCC certification page on Facebook, my YouTube channel raising awareness around pediatric hematology oncology and certification. And then I've been certified for 5 years, and I was a member in the APON. And I also attached the video that I made about the celebration of the Pediatric Hematology Oncology Nurses Day on September 8th. I also attached pictures from the Break Cancer campaign, all the tattoos that we had on our skin. So I put the name of all the nurses that I helped attain their certification or at least apply for their certification in pediatric hematology oncology. I was a member in the advocate program of the ONCC since 2012, and I was really active. And guess what? With all that, they sent me an email, they scheduled me for a phone interview, and on the interview, actually I was working in a station on that day. I took a break, I went to my car, and I did the phone interview, and I aced it, and I got the job. And since then, I've been writing articles for the ONCC Certification News, which is a newsletter that's distributed all over the world. So when I was doing the interview for that senior position, so I was showcasing myself. So I said, like, I have 10 years of experience, I'm a bachelor degree, I'm a certified nurse, I've been a certified nurse for 5 years, and I just got my recertification in pediatric hematology oncology. I'm an ONS member, which is the Oncology Nursing Society. I'm a member in the advocate program of the ONCC. I'm a member in the editorial board of the ONCC certification news, and I write articles. And every time they doubt something, or I feel that they doubt something, so I have the links ready. So it was a Skype interview, and bam, I just throw the link over there, hit enter, and they will receive it on their end. And I told them that I worked in 3 magnet facilities. I shared my experience with them. So I worked in pediatric hematology oncology, I worked in bone marrow transplant, I worked in med-surg unit, I worked in critical care for 3 years. So I worked everywhere. So for that position, I did 5 interviews with 8 different people, and then I got the job. Did that happen overnight? No, it didn't. It's a year's worth of work. So, you know, some people ask me, how did you do this? How did you do that? And, you know, I try to motivate them to apply for certification or apply for this or that, but they are reluctant. So they say, I don't want to have a promotion in a higher position because that comes with more responsibility and accountability. And you know what I say? I say, you're just afraid. You're afraid to give it your best shot and then realize that you are not good enough. People don't try their best because they will always have this excuse when they fail. Oh, I didn't really try anyway. There are people I used to work with in Hammoud Hospital University Medical Center. And when we had this idea to apply for the AUBMC, and we knew all about the English test and the nursing test, well, I mean, a lot of us applied. I think we were like 7 applied. But there are people who stayed behind. They were afraid. They were afraid to do that English test. They were afraid to fail. And guess what? They're still in the same place. And if you're a nurse and you're still watching, I want you to know, I was in your shoes one day, and you could be in my shoes this very moment. All you have to do is hard work. And don't make the mistakes I made. Just listen to the people with experience. Follow your dreams through proper channels. And never ever give up on your dream. And never ever let anyone tell you you're not good enough. I started as a BS graduate in nursing from the Lebanese University, and I started at Hammoud Hospital, and now I'm a US resident with a green card and a senior position in one of the most respectful hospitals in the country. If you're a nurse and you're in Lebanon, go see Tony. If you're in Jordan, Tony's coming to you. And if you're in Saudi Arabia, I guess good luck. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more.